Hi, my name is Emmanuel Wosu. I'm the editor of International Business Times UK, and we're here at the SME XPO in London.
What we've kind of done in response to everything is really focus on trying to bring down the costs of all of those as much as possible. So streamline the AWS architecture so that it's as cost effective as it can possibly be. And that, outside of wage costs, is really the biggest outgoing, and we've really cut it down.
I guess what makes us unique is the fact that instead of companies having to go out and find somebody to move the freight and somebody to manage compliance and somebody to facilitate the e-com sites, we are able to link all of those together through our technology and our platform.
Made in the UK, sold to the world is all part of our export strategy, which is about helping businesses in the UK export overseas and helping them realise that it is not as challenging as it sometimes may sound. So we've got various services that help support businesses with this. One of those is called our UK Export Academy, which businesses can join a series of webinars and find information about kind of the basics and fundamentals about how to get going in certain markets, how to get paid. It kind of takes away some of that sort of daunting aspect.
And for people searching for mental health support, don't think that because the first time you tried to get a counsellor it didn't work, that it means that counselling doesn't work. It might have just been that connection wasn't there, which is the problem that we were trying to solve essentially, is how do you get that counsellor with that chemistry that you're willing to talk about serious issues quickly. If you try it, especially with the APs, you get bad pairing and it just doesn't click and you're not really getting the progress that you want. It doesn't mean counselling doesn't work, it means try a different counsellor. And just, be willing to go. I know people who've gone through 5 to find someone they click with.
I think that a local market's always good. You know it's close to heart and it's easy to sell into. But just the size and the volume of what an international market can offer is ginormous. If you're selling into America, the amount of people that are looking to buy your product is way larger than what it currently is in the UK, and it's if you can get it right, I just think that the opportunity is just so much greater. So from an international perspective, I definitely recommend it. We can see from the customers that we assist the exponential growth that they've seen as a result of moving things international.
That step, whatever step you are on the exporting journey, taking that step, that next one along in the process.
America's probably our biggest, and then Europe is probably the second largest from there. But the beauty of Europe is once you enter through one location, it's a done deal. You're in and you can do.
We have offices in Europe, we have offices in China, Australia, New Zealand, places like that where we're actually securing some free trade agreements at the moment to help businesses trade barrier-free, so tariff-free with those countries. We're reducing some of those barriers. We've got them in each continent, in Africa, in South America, all around really.
Be willing to go. I know people who've gone through 5 to find someone they click with, but it then makes a difference, and it is about trying to get a personal connection, and that's what started our company.
It's understanding the different culture of markets and not making assumptions or stereotypes. Sometimes it really is about spending a little bit of money. We can sometimes support with that to go out there into those markets, to experience it, to talk to people who have been there before. We actually have a number of what's called export champions. They're businesses who are advocates for our services. They're all, we don't pay them. They want to help because they want to help businesses export. They've been out there, and that's what they always say. They always say the best thing to do is to travel ultimately and experience it and understand the culture. If you don't understand the culture, you can put all the best export plans in place, but you can struggle and fall down on that first hurdle. You've got to understand how business is done overseas first. But my biggest word of advice would be great.gov.uk, our website, okay? Go there, it's got it all. There's something on there called Find Export Opportunities. It's currently got about 55,000 roughly, don't quote me on that, it's around there. Export Opportunities, which are contracts out there that you can bid for. It's got guides on countries, on markets, on sectors, which talk about the risks and the opportunities. Taps into the Export Academy services I've already talked about. Please do go to the Export Academy, I encourage anyone. Great.gov.uk, that will be my first port of call for anyone who's interested.